some NHL rumors. NHL trade rumors is back, folks. Mark Spencer's back. It's one of my long-standing series on YouTube, Vosh. So, I'm glad to be back, and I just got to get you a couple quick hits. I've been watching some of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. We've seen some upsets. You look at Vancouver, Toronto Maple Leafs, New York Rangers. The list goes on and on. You see some of the teams that have been awful, like the Washington Capitals, just haven't really stepped it up. But off season's coming soon, so you build at the draft. You go grab some players, or you maybe make a few trades and maybe get rid of some salaries that they're going to try to be doing. So here's some of the quick hits from NHL trade rumors for on this beautiful day of June the 2nd, 2013. Damn, my birthday's in a few days. I'm going to be 31. How about that? Hey, is that something? Okay, here it is. The NHL draft has become a busy, or I dare say, busier than the trade deadline when it comes to rumors. This year appears to be gearing up to be the craziest ever. Most of the trade rumors will be surrounding current NHL roster players, similar to the Jordan Staal trade from a year ago. But yesterday, I learned, okay, this is coming from the insiders. This is from Hockey Buzz, basically, folks. Not from me, but this is just some talk that's happening in the game. I learned of some serious discussions going on for teams trying to trade up into the top 5 picks. Now you would think this would be the obvious lure of Seth Jones, Nathan MacKinnon, or Jonathan Duran, but actually, I haven't yet heard a single what I would consider a solid rumor about any team trying to trade up to get any of those guys. I'm not saying I won't hear those rumors, but so far, all the talk when it comes to moving up and his team's starting to jockey for a chance to draft top Russian prospect Valery Nishkinin. Teams are slating to get this kid, and as of now, the Tampa Bay, Nashville, and Carolina are to hold the key. Tampa holds the 3rd pick overall, and while most feel the Yzerman will look to Canadian Duran, there has been a notably difference among some of my best sources since the recent combine in Toronto. Valery Nishkinin looked like a man among boys. One scout noted, adding, if there was a Russian version of Eric Lindros, this would be it. Wow, so I guess this Nishkinin kid can play. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a run at him like a Tampa Bay or another team like a Nashville, or even a team like Chicago Blackhawks maybe took a run at this Russian kid that maybe he's ready to go. So you never know. Here's some more news on it. Michigan also has recently made it clear that he definitely signing a 2-year deal with Dynamo. He has an out clause that enables him to sign with an NHL team, with only a contingency being Dynamo gets him if he doesn't make the NHL team roster. So, essentially, Valery Nishkinin will be playing either in the NHL next year or the Russian Elite League, the KHL. But with all the interest, I would put all the my rubles on the NHL. The money's still good in both countries. Now, ruble's gonna make a serious move soon, folks. It's gonna be pretty strong in the future. Of the teams that best shot at him, Nashville could probably use his skills the most, but might also be the most gun shy following the Radulov fiasco. However, there's no reason to look at Valery Niskanen in the same light as Radulov. So Yeah, man. I guess all the news right now is about Niskanen. I guess this kid's pretty good. I mean, he has a body of work. Um, I mean, you look at teams like Vancouver. They could use a big center like that. Help out with the Sedin twins. They're getting up there in age. Um, so we'll see what happens, man. You never know. I mean, you hear a bunch of rumors coming out, and you think certain players are going to get moved at the draft, and they never get moved. Look at Roberto Luongo. I heard from like 3 sources that a deal was done, but Brian Burke pulled out. So that's crazy. I just learned that like probably in November that they had a deal done, but Brian Burke pulled out because Vancouver wanted way too much. I guess I don't know. I mean, Toronto Maple Leafs should have got Luongo. I mean, you saw it in the playoffs. I mean, they did so good. You see how good they did? Goaltending. And their defense, but their goaltending gave up some weak goals, but the goaltending was good. I mean, the defense was bad, but if you had Roberto Luongo in that, you probably would have made it to the next round. You would have got past the Bruins, and who knows where you'd be today. It's goaltending. In the end, it comes down to goaltending. If you don't have great goaltending, you will not have a chance in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm telling you that now. I mean, I've been watching this game for many years, and I'm telling you, that's what happens when you don't have goaltending. When you don't have a guy that can get the job done, you're not going to make it. You're seeing it in last night's game with Pittsburgh and Boston, how goaltending does. I mean, Tuukka Rask has been awesome. He's been making timely saves. The defense has been on their game. The forwards have been blocking shots. Well, there's been some physical play in that last game. Pittsburgh got off their game. They're more of an offensive team. They're not a physical team. They got off their game. They're more of a goal-scoring team. They're not a physical team that's going to go out there and fight and bite every shift, trying to make a hit, not try to score a goal. I mean, come on. When you have guys like Sidney Crosby, you have Jerome McGinley, you have Jenny Malkin, two-time Art Ross winner. I mean, you have guys that know how to win, and Boston got it down pat. They got to keep playing where they're playing against Pittsburgh. Get them off their game. Play the type of game that will drive them nuts. You look at the Chicago Blackhawks and the LA Kings. It's going to be a series, a team with speed and a team as slow comes. The Kings are super slow. You saw it in the playoffs against Vancouver last year. You saw it in the playoffs this year against St. Louis, how slow the Kings are. But, man, they have a good team. From Jonathan Quick to their defense and all 4 lines. They know how to contribute. They're big. They're strong. They block shots. They chip in the odd goal. They got a great puck-moving defenseman in Drew Doughty. I mean, when you're looking at the Los Angeles Kings, they don't have too many weaknesses. There's a reason they're the Stanley Cup champions. They don't really have too many weaknesses. But their one weakness, and you're going to see it in this series, is probably going to be the Chicago speed. That's why I think the Chicago Blackhawks will win this series in 5 games. You know why? The reason I say 5 games because they're so fast. They're clicking on all cylinders after the Detroit series that went 7 games. It came back from 3-1 down and won the series over Detroit. And there's a reason why they're going to win this series is they have speed and Jonathan Taves and Patrick Kane and Patrick Sharp. And I mean, these guys are just so fast. They're going to be tough to stop. They know how to score on Jonathan Quick. They're going to go high every time. They're not shooting low. They just know how to do it. Get someone in front of the net, tip pucks in, just go nuts. I mean, that Chicago Blackhawks were the best team in the National Hockey League this season for a reason, winning the President's Trophy. Have one of the best seasons ever in their team's history. So, I mean, the Chicago Blackhawks are going to the Cup against Boston. The reason I say Boston, they won Game 1. You saw why. That's why they're going to the Stanley Cup. Pittsburgh's going to make it interesting, but I honestly say Boston and Chicago will be in the Stanley Cup final in 2013. That's what I say. But you never know. It could always change. You just never know what's going to happen in this great game of hockey. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, folks. This is Mark Spencer saying so long, and we'll see you in the future on this beautiful Sunday. Sun is out. Sun is shining. The people out there running around, enjoying life, maybe having barbecues. Who knows? Just enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the hockey game tonight. It should be good.